everyone, welcome back. I hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be talking all about clarifying your curly hair and also product buildup. I'm also going to be recommending some products that I personally love for clarifying and just things that I do towards the end of this video. I will be adding some timestamps down below if that's something you do want to check out. So without further ado, let's get started. Now you might be wondering, what is clarifying curly hair or just clarifying, because honestly every hair texture needs clarifying. So basically when you clarify your hair, this is when you're giving your hair a huge reset. You're getting this really fresh start just because you're getting rid of all of the product buildup that can possibly be on your hair. So you might be asking yourself, what the heck is product buildup? So this is something that happens to everyone, and product buildup, it accumulates throughout time. The styling products that we use on our hair, the shampoos, the conditioners, all of these products have different ingredients like waxes, emollients, oils, many different ingredients. I can go on, and it can just build up on your hair throughout time. And if you don't use like a clarifying shampoo in your routine, then you will eventually start to notice that you do have product buildup, because a regular shampoo that's used for like co-washing and different types of sulfate free shampoos, they will not help remove that product buildup from your hair properly. And product buildup doesn't only happen from like hair products. It can happen from like going outside, the dirt in the air. It can also happen because of the sebum, which is the natural oil that our scalp creates, and also the sweat and many different things. These are some signs of product buildup. To start off, the products that you love to style your hair with are probably not giving you the same results you desire. This is because there's product buildup on your hair, so these products are not penetrating correctly into your hair because of that buildup. Then your roots probably get weighed down easily and there's a lack of volume. And again, deep conditioners, protein treatments don't seem to do anything to your hair. And this is because there might be buildup on your hair that's not allowing these products to penetrate. Your curls barely last, your hair feels dry, there's more shedding than usual, more knots than usual, itchy, flaky scalp. You might have tons of frizz, and anything you do might not seem to be getting rid of that frizz. There might be flakes on your hair after you style it, bad odor on your scalp. And one thing I will be talking about later on more is your hair might be low porosity. Low porosity curlies need to watch out for that product buildup because they're more prone to it. And also you might have a lack of curl definition. So these are just some signs. There can be many more. One thing I'd like to highlight is many different ingredients, everyday activities, characteristics of your hair, and just many different factors can cause product buildup. It's not just silicones, and I want to say this because I feel like many people think that silicones are the only thing that cause product buildup, when that's not the case. One important question that I know many people have is, when should I clarify my curly hair? So the thing is, honestly, there's not like a set schedule for everyone, and this is because everyone's head of hair is different. We all have different porosities, different textures, use different products, have different lifestyles. Like you might go to the gym every single day, while I barely go to the gym. I go to the gym like, I feel like 3 times a year, honestly, but I do want to start going to the gym. So it definitely depends for everyone. That's why I think it's really important, not to follow a routine that someone else is doing, because their lifestyle, their porosity, etc. can be very different than the one you have. It's really important just to know like what products you're using in your hair. For example, sometimes I tend to add silicones a lot into my routines with different like hair products. So that's one reason why I tend to clarify really often. And personally, I feel like I don't have like a set schedule to clarify. I feel like usually it does happen 1 through 2 times a month, but honestly it can also even happen 3 times a month. It literally just depends. There are many different benefits that can come from clarifying your hair, and I feel like I can talk about this from experience because when I first started my curly hair journey, I was somewhat following the curly girl method, which excludes many different things. And I just noticed that my hair had like a lot of issues. My scalp was itchy, my hair wasn't curling properly, many routines didn't work, my hair always felt dry and not moisturized, and that was because I didn't have a clarifying shampoo in my routine and I just wasn't doing things right for my hair. When I did start clarifying my hair, I feel like I did notice a world of a difference. For example, things like deep conditioners were just working better on my hair, and that's because my hair did not have any product buildup. So the goodness that the product did provide was able to penetrate into my hair strands. And one way I like to think about product buildup is just imagine you have makeup on your face and you're not washing that makeup off properly. And let's say you put makeup again over some makeup you might have, it's just not going to look right. So I feel like this is why product buildup and just knowing that this is something that needs to be handled with the use of a clarifying shampoo is really important. Clarifying your hair can have many benefits, and these are just some that I listed. The products you're using will absorb better, the follicles on your scalp won't be clogged, therefore, your scalp will be healthier and it'll have better hair growth. Your curls will last longer, less frizz, more volume, less itchiness. Now, let's move on to chelating shampoos and hard water. To begin, what is hard water? So, this is a long explanation that I did get from a website. I'll make sure to link it down in the description because it is really informative. But basically, hard water is when the water you have has a lot of dissolved minerals, and these minerals can be calcium and magnesium. And there's many different ways you can tell if you do have hard water. As this paragraph does explain, it often feels like you have some type of residue left on your hand or on your hair, which can feel like a film over it. Not everyone has hard water. Some people do have soft water, and this is basically when your water doesn't have harsh minerals and it's just the total opposite of hard water. I've included a map that says the places in the United States that does have hard water. If you don't live in the United States or somewhere where you can't really tell clearly here, you can definitely search it on Google and it'll tell you. If you have hard water or if you're a swimmer, it's important for you to have a chelating shampoo in your collection. This is basically stronger than a clarifying shampoo because it will help remove the hard water buildup, and if you swim, it will help remove the chlorine. And it's because it attaches to the minerals and chemicals and it removes it from your hair. And these are just some popular chelating ingredients. These are some shampoos that I see that are really popular for chelating, and I just see an abundance of people mention them. Personally, I haven't tried the first two, but the third one I have. Another thing that can help greatly with hard water is if you have a filter, and I do know they sell some of those on Amazon. I do want to recommend to you some products that I do love to clarify my hair and also to remove product buildup. I honestly just picked two products because I've noticed that these are the two that I have been using a lot for the past 6 months. So the first one is the Curlsmith Wash and Scrub Detox Probiotic. This is a sulfate-free shampoo. So for those people who don't really like implementing sulfate into their routines, this is one that I will definitely recommend. I do need to say, I feel like this isn't like a huge clarifying shampoo, but it does help remove buildup really well. It also makes my scalp feel fantastic. So whenever my scalp is really itchy, this is definitely something that I do reach out for. This is another shampoo that I feel like it really does help me get a detox. It's also sulfate free, but it does have a chelating ingredient in it, and I feel like every time I use this, my hair just looks 100 times better. This is one of my favorite clarifying shampoos that does have sulfate in it. this is the only sulfate shampoo that I feel like I can really recommend to people because honestly, it's the best one I've tried. And now, this is apple cider vinegar. I do like using this once in a while, maybe 1 to 2 times in a year to clarify, but not as often because I do find that it's so much work. And sometimes I do like combining it with my bentonite clay mask, which I do recommend for low porosity hair. But honestly, from some studies and things that I've read online and experiments, I've seen that ACV rinse sometimes isn't as effective as a good clarifying shampoo to remove buildup. I am going to link some interesting articles that I did find in the description. One more thing I do want to highlight is when you clarify your hair, it is so important to put moisture back into your hair because sometimes our hair can feel super stripped after clarifying it, that using a deep conditioner, leaving it in your hair for a few minutes or an hour is so important just because we are moisturizing our hair. One thing that I do like to do, especially when I am using a sulfate shampoo, is I like to pre-poo before. Even when I'm using the Curlsmith Scalp Detox shampoo, I like to pre-poo just because it really helps with moisture, and pre-pooing is just amazing before you use like a sulfate shampoo, I think, because I feel like your hair doesn't get super stripped and your hair is just a little bit protected before you do clarify it. So one of my favorite pre-poos recently, and I feel like I haven't shared this with you guys on here, is the Nature's Little Secret Fenugreek Pre-Poo that literally melts into my hair. It gets rid of so many tangles and it just preps my hair really well before wash day. I do try my best to do a pre-poo before I use like sulfates or a clarifying shampoo just because it really does take care of my hair. But I feel like I do need to say sometimes, especially when I don't have time, that's not a step that I take, but it's a step that I do try to take most of the time. One last thing that I do want to talk about is double cleansing. So basically this is when you shampoo your hair 2 times, and I feel like this is something that helps me a lot with product buildup. Especially I love double cleansing when I'm using a sulfate free shampoo. I feel like when I do double cleanse my hair, the shampoo does foam better and it just cleanses my hair better the second time around. So double cleansing is something that I really do recommend. That's it for this video. I really do hope that the information in here was really helpful. I believe clarifying your hair is really important, and I think it's important just to put it somewhere in your routine because I do think that there is a way to do it for your hair to be really healthy. And at the end of the day, clarifying, removing product buildup, I just think it's really beneficial for your hair. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you do have any questions, then please comment them down below. If you're not subscribed, I'd love for you to subscribe, and I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.